they were getting all like, they weren't able to talk, and their voice was all raspy and their eyes were all watery. And so I think they were really excited, really nervous, like they had so many emotions going on. But my biggest accomplishment, I think, is that they got up there and they performed and they did an awesome job. And they understand what dance is, because I talked to each and every one of them about their dance. Like, is it sad? How do we dance sad? Is it happy? How do we dance happy? Is it fun and outgoing? How are we gonna get the crowd to feel that way? And so I think that was a huge accomplishment of mine, as well as the girls. What did you learn about the topic you chose? I learned that even though these girls are so young, they're able to identify what they want to do with dance. Bailey, she choreographed half of the dance that I gave to her. She was telling me, Miss Haley, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And the whole fact, I actually sat down with Bailey, and we listened to the song, and I explained every verse of the song because it's really meaningful to Bailey as well as her family. And so the song is called Cinderella. It's super cute. It's we actually titled the dance Dedication to My Daddy, which I thought was super cute. But I sat with her and went over each step of it, and she actually started crying. Like, she got emotional from the song. And so I think that I realized Bailey's only 5 years old. They do understand, and they understand the words of the song, and they know how to portray it. I'll be posting Bailey's video on YouTube as well. So if you're able to watch it, just watch, and you could see the emotion that she brings out, which is really hard for someone like me who has been dancing for over 10 years. And this little girl has been dancing for, I don't even think she's been dancing for 2 years, but she is able to express that emotion, and she's able to understand it, which I think a lot of times I don't think kids really do understand what songs mean and what they're dancing. Like, yeah, they'll dance sad because they could tell by the tone. Oh, excuse me. They could tell by the tone that it's sad, but a lot of them don't actually know what it means. And the whole fact that she understood what I was saying and she understood how to portray it was a real shock to me, just because, like I said, she is super young. What did you learn about yourself through this process? I think what I learned most about myself is that I can do things even if I'm unsure about it. Um, I haven't been choreographing for a long time. I want to say I think I've been doing this for 3 years now. I've never done solos before. I've done duets. I've done groups. I've done like small dances, but I've never done a solo. And so I think that I realized that for me, choreographing a solo, it's a lot like what I would do in my dances, but they're like altered to the other girls. So I learned that I can go out of my comfort zone a little bit with teaching the choreography, and that's also a huge accomplishment for me, because I don't want to stay comfortable. I want to try to progress and move. And so these girls taught me, like, oh, I want to do this. So I had to make that work in the dance. There's no point in me doing this unless they're not giving me feedback on what they want to do. So if they said that they wanted to shake their head around like crazy, I let them shake their head around. And so you had to learn to how to incorporate those into the choreography. And so I was able to do that. And so, like I said, I think that's what I learned most about myself, is that I can do things that I'm unsure about. What are you particularly proud of? So I focused on 3 girls. All of them did an absolute amazing job. But I think for me, my I'm like super proud of the performance and how the dance order was portrayed. So I had um 13 dances, 14 dances at this performance, and only 3 of them were part of my senior project. And so I had to think about in order because nobody wants to see 3 jazz pieces in a row and then 3 contemporary pieces in a row. And so I really think that the audience was feeling so many great emotions, and the audience was super outgoing and uplifting. And so it was really great to see everybody on those changes of the levels of emotion that the dancers were bringing. And so I think I'm most proud of not only the dancers, how they portrayed the emotion, but they were able to reach out to the audience members. And I had several people come up to me telling me that they felt every emotion that you could feel, which is great because, like I said, it's really hard for dancers to portray what they're feeling. But each and every one of those girls did it. Yesterday, I don't know, they did it, and I'm beyond proud of their ability to do that. What do you wish you would have done differently? I wish that we would have had a little bit more time to rehearse because these girls, they've never performed a solo before. They got very, very nervous. And so I wish that we could have had a little bit more time practicing in the big room and maybe practicing in front of a little larger audiences so that they were more comfortable with dancing in front of an audience once it came to it. Were you able to make a difference or take steps towards solving your problems? Oh my goodness. Absolutely. I think I thought it was great because not only were those 3 moms there, but almost all of the girls that I teach, their parents were there as well. I had several students there, and so I think I not only made a difference in like families' lives, I guess, on how they see their daughter dancing and who they're learning from, but also the students that I teach, their parents were there, and so they were able to see my goals, and they were able to see my studio owners' goals, and they were able to see all of the dances, which will make them say like, oh, okay, so they just get to know you more. They understand you. They know how I feel about teaching. It's not like, oh God, I just teach to teach. I just do it because I need some money. No, like I do it out of the wholeness of my heart because that is what I want to do. And so I think that it was really good for them to be there so that they were able to see how passionate I was and how passionate I am about teaching their girls. If you had the resources or more time, what how would you take this further? Well, I would definitely have figured out how to invite more people in that don't really know who we are. Maybe people who want to dance, maybe they're not really sure about dancing, but they come and they're able to see everything so that they want to dance. So I wish that we could have brought in more people that don't know about Riverside Dance Academy and who don't know about myself, who would be able to see that to see the performance and maybe want to start dancing someday. But I also think it is awesome because not only that, but we have decided that Bailey's dance will be performing at competitions now. So that is also a huge accomplishment for her because the directors at our studio offered her to perform her first solo competing, which is a huge accomplishment because usually girls in their first year of competition don't really have solos, especially at her age. And she was offered to do that. And so we are taking it a step further and we're going to start performing it at competitions. So yay, go Bailey. If you could give any healthy advice to incoming senior prior to them beginning this project, what would it be? My only advice is do something that you love. Everybody kind of talks about how, like, ugh, the senior project, like, oh my God, like, I hate this and all of that stuff, but I did not hate a single minute of it. I enjoyed everything that I did. I went above and beyond. I didn't just do like the basics. I did so much for my girls, and I worked my butt off to make sure that I journaled everything. I wrote a paper about each and every one of them. I had their parents write about them. I talked to my studio owners about them. Like, I did so much, and really I didn't need any of it for my project, but I did it so that I could enjoy it more and really understand more of why everything is happening the way it is. And so just doing something that you enjoy doing, it won't be a burden at all. It'll be fun. It'll be something that you love to do. And like, I mean, like I said, I started this in February. I mean, like, I started things before that, but we started our private lessons, I want to say January, February. And there's been a few breaks because I have competitions. I have things that come up also. But um, I've been working on it for a few months, and I don't regret a single bit of it. I enjoyed it. I had fun. It was it was definitely my favorite part of senior year, was being able to put on that performance as I'm about to leave for college. So yeah, just do something that you enjoy. And thank you all for watching. Bye.